Almost there. All right, guys, we are live. I apologize about that. We are now live. So I would like to just first say thank you so much for being a part of this meeting this evening. Thank you for your patience for those who are. For those that don't know, my name is Amanda Wray, and I am the founder of SSM. And what I want to do is just give you a little bit of background about myself, and then I'm going to share information about SSM so that you know what this is all about and see if this is something that you would like to participate within. So I've been in the online space since 2015, and I decided to get into this space because I was looking for time freedom. Okay, I wanted to be able to spend more time to do the things that I love. But not only that, I seen my father for many years working a 9 to 5 and not being able to do the things that I would like to do, mainly because of money. But not only that, he spent all of his time at work. So by the time he got home, he was exhausted and there wasn't enough time to put into spending more time with his kids because, you know, a full-time job can be a lot of work. So I decided that's not something that I want to do. Okay. And I started to look for ways to build an income from home. So I went through a few businesses and I didn't like them because even as entrepreneurs and business owners, there's still a lot of work that you have to do if you have to manually do something. So I used to clean buildings for a living. And yes, it paid good, but I was working literally 7 days a week. Okay. And when you're trying to manage employees and things like that, it could be extremely overwhelming. But not only that, if you don't have the right group of people, you can't even vacation or leave and go wherever you want to go because you have to maintain what you have built, right? So we have a lot of people that maybe are lawyers, doctors. They all may have their own firm. We have a lot of people that are owners of hair salons, um, owners for cleaning companies, right, and etc. And one of the things that they all lack at one point or another is time freedom. Time freedom. Yes, they have their own, and they're not working for someone. They're the entrepreneur, but it's still a ton of work. It's hard work, and it doesn't allow you to be able to do the things that you want to do at times. So once I started looking into the online space, which started on YouTube, I came across multi-level marketing. I came across network marketing. I came across back in 2015, they had something called Rev Shares, right? They also had gifting opportunities. These were the things that was around at that time. And it looked so easy and simple to do that I started investing in a lot of these different opportunities. Okay. So I was spending money. And what I realized is that what I thought the online space was going to do, it wasn't doing, which was me making money. I wasn't able to make money. And it wasn't the little that I made, it wasn't consistent at all. So I realized that I was doing something wrong. Okay. I didn't know what it was, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to find out. Unfortunately, because it's extremely unfortunate, it took me a year and a half to find a mentor. It was almost as if it was this big secret and only the top marketers knew and no one else knew. And one of the things I can say is I do want to take some responsibility, right? I'm going to take some responsibility because there was some things that I was told to do that I didn't want to do. But then there was also some things that I didn't know because people wouldn't tell me. And when that happens, you become this hamster on the wheel, right? I'm looking for, how are people engaging? How are people getting traffic? How are people getting paid consistently? What are they doing? What platform are they using? Right? How are people just clicking on their links and putting in their credit card? How is that happening? Right? And it took me a year and a half to find out all of, I'm going to call it the secret sauce. Okay. The secret sauce. And I had a gentleman that was bright, hungry, and knew the online space. So what I decided to do was forget everything that I thought I knew. And I'm going to start this online journey all over again because I was already a year and a half in. So I decided to do that, and life changing, life changing. It happened so fast. It's like, even though it was in 2016, the things that happened, it's like, it's almost as if it happened yesterday, because it's right here in the front of my brain, how everything happened. Okay. And it wasn't overnight. It wasn't an overnight success. It's not like I woke up and opened my eyes and I was making tons of money. No, that's not what happened. What happened was I went through a journey, right? They call it the 90-day blitz, right? They also have them longer than that, but I went on a 90-day blitz, and he literally took me by the hand. And I said, you know what? If you're willing to do that, I'm willing to follow. And it took me over 70 days to earn my first big payout online, which was a little over $1,000. Okay. My first payment was 1,000. But that moment, I realized that if I can make $1,000 online, even if it took me 70 days, I was just happy that I was able to make money. And I said, you know what? I'm going to turn this into thousands of dollars. What I realized is that I just didn't give the online space enough time and attention and consistency. All I was doing was spending money, and that wasn't working. So I said, dang, if I just need to focus on time and consistency, doing the same thing over and over and over again, I can do this for forever. Right? I also made a commitment that if I start earning money, I was going to teach others how to do it. I wanted to be labeled as a success coach. Some people call me the traffic queen, whatever you want to call me. It's okay. I'm just excited because with SSM, we have been able to pay out currently over $1,200,000. $1,200,000. Okay. And we're currently over 2,500 members. I can't wait till we hit 3,000 members, and we're going to continue to grow. The reason why this is happening, first of all, if you're here for the first time, put a 1 in the chat box. 1 in the chat box if you're here for the first time. The reason why this is happening is because we have a system that's duplicatable. That's it. The one struggle that most people have is being able to earn consistently and knowing exactly what to do. This program was created to eliminate those things. That's it. Eliminate those things. When I created SSM, I had the member in mind, and I wanted to do something a bit different than what everyone else was doing. Sharing the wealth, sharing my journey, sharing the information that I had that I felt like people were hiding, right? And allowing us to build a business where there were more leaders within the industry. because right now, the amount of leaders in this industry in the online space is very small. Okay. How do you know? Go on YouTube. You can type in some keywords and you'll see it's not a whole lot of them compared to the millions of people that's out there that are looking for an online business opportunity. Okay. I studied a lot where people were struggling. Why? Because I had a lot of one-on-one sessions, a lot of group sessions, and I was hearing the same thing over and over and over again. What was that? Oh, I paid and my sponsor left me. I paid my money and my sponsor wasn't able to help me. I went into the back office of this account, of this program I joined, and I didn't know what to do. I'm having an issue with traffic. What is that and how do I get it? That's all I want is just traffic, right? This company is telling me that I need to buy this or buy that software. How does that help me? Why do I need it? And that's another thing I noticed is that people were being told to do certain things, but didn't understand the reason why. That's extremely important. Because if a person is telling you to do one thing that's important, but they're not telling you why, and then they're telling you to do another thing that may not be that important, you might wind up picking a thing that's not important to do. And so now what you're doing, focusing on all the wrong things, right? That was one of the things I would do. I would look at the training and I see all these different things that I need to do to accomplish my success within an online space. And then I start picking something because it seems simple and easy to do, but that wasn't the right thing to do. But I didn't know that because nobody explained to me why. How many people actually join an opportunity, put a 2 in the chat box for me, and have never met the owner or never had a live training from the owner, or kind of feel like the owner is hiding? I know I've been there. It happens to so many of us. So again, SSM was built to eliminate a lot of these issues that we have, show people how to build a business online. And before I get into the presentation, the one thing that I'm going to say is that I'm not here to tell you that the journey is going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, right? Anything that comes to you too easy is so easy for it to just go away, right? It could be easily eliminated. But what I can tell you is that if you are willing to put in the time, you're willing to be consistent and follow directions, because that's all it is directions, step by step, you will see success within your business. If you think you're going to come into this opportunity, you're going to do nothing, the money's going to just drop in your lap the moment you sign up, this is not the program for you. If you're thinking about joining this opportunity because you have rent due in 5 days and you need the money from this opportunity to pay your rent in 5 days, this is not for you. We are looking to help people build a sustainable, long-term business online. I've been doing this since 2016, and I have some veterans that are in SSM that's been doing this way longer. We have one young lady that's here now that's been doing this for over 30 years strong. It works, but you have to be willing to work it. Chat box, the number 3 if you're willing to work. Number 3 if you're willing to work. I don't want nothing handed to me. I want to work for what's mine. Are you willing to work for what's yours? Because that's what it's going to take. That's exactly what it's going to take. And if you come across any opportunity that's like, oh, it's all done for you, 100% hands off. We got the magic button. You press a button and it goes. Run the other way. Run the other way. You know why? Because there's no such thing. If it was that easy, and those who are members of SSM know what I'm about to say, if it was that easy, we wouldn't have people working at Burger King, because we will all be pressing a button and getting paid. If it sounds too good to be true, normally it is. That's where I messed up in 2015, which put me $15,000 plus in debt. Joining opportunities that I knew had the hair standing up on the back of my neck. I knew they were no good, but they were looking good. The shiny object syndrome. And I was just throwing money out there. Nothing was coming back. Don't be that person in 2021. You don't have to be. You don't. And you know what? One of the things I want to say is I don't regret the money that I lost. Because what I have done today and what I've done over the years has made me that money back tenfold. So I don't regret it. It was a learning experience, but not only that, a story to share, to inspire people and let people know you don't have to be that person. That's what it's all about. You don't have to be that person. So SSM is a business model that works for everyone that uses it. We have the proof that it works. Please stay till the end. So what is this business all about? SSM is a business model that allows you to earn while you learn. This platform was created mainly for people to experience earning an income while building a successful work from home business. So normally when people get into an opportunity, they do a lot of the work, and guess what the results is? Zero. That's the average person that's in an online opportunity. They put in the work, they're hungry, they want to make the money, but they wind up putting in the work and experiencing less than $500 for the entire year. It's unfortunate, but that's the norm for this industry. We don't want to be a part of the norm. So what we're going to do is go over this educational platform, because it is an educational platform, guys. I'm going to teach you how to be successful, how to have people knocking down your door, and exactly how to do it. You just have to be willing to follow directions. Okay? So most of the challenges that people have when they come into the online space: wasting time, false promises, unrealistic expectations. And you know what? When I put this presentation together, I came up with all of this because this was me. I said, you know what was one of the challenges that I had in 2015? I had sponsors telling me, yeah, Amanda, you're going to put in 15 grand and give it 6 months, 6 to 8 months, you're going to make 150,000. Those were unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations. They were false promises. I didn't know that because it looked good and I was in a vulnerable space. So it was easy to take advantage of me. Okay? I was in a lot of opportunities where I didn't earn anything, not a dime. I was joining a ton of safe lists and all kinds of stuff. It wasn't converting. It wasn't turning into money. Skill sets, being able to join an opportunity and not know what to do because I haven't learned what to do. I don't have the education on what to do. I don't know how to create a sales funnel. I don't know how to work click funnels. I don't know about conversions. I don't know what an email swipe is. I don't know how to create emails. So what happens when you get into opportunity and you need to learn these things? It's just wasting time. A lot of skill sets that you need within the online space is going to take time to learn. And I don't mean the next 30 days. I'm talking about 6 months to a year to be able to master most of the skill sets that you need so that you know what you're doing. Tracking links, right? High converting sales pages, landing pages, traffic, traction marketing, right? All of this stuff. How are you going to learn that and start making money within the next 30, 60 to 90 days? It's not going to happen. Then we have traffic where people never buy. They don't take the time to look at your opportunity because you're getting traffic from a person or a company that's selling the same traffic to everyone else. It's not converting because it's cold leads that's not even interested in what it is that you have to offer. And I'm going to share one thing before we move on. We had a training the other day and I was talking about this, and I'm going to just tell you some of the things that we talk about. Listen up to this. Listen at this. If you go and you buy clicks, right? You have an opportunity. Let's say this opportunity starts at $10. You go and you buy clicks. Hypothetically, you get 500 clicks for $350. Okay. Out of those 500 clicks, you get 150 opt-ins. The opt-ins is the person that actually put their email address into that capture page. What did you just do? You paid for a click, for somebody to just click on the link. The moment they saw the landing page, they were not interested in what you had to offer. They went somewhere else. Now, out of that those 150 people that opted in, let's just say you get 0.5% of those people to buy a $10 product. Guys, look at the math. You just wasted so much money. And that's what I was doing. I was buying traffic from solo ad providers, clicks, getting a small percentage of those clicks into my autoresponder, and then only converting a small percentage of the emails that I had. And because the traffic was cold, they were buying the cheapest product that was there. So if it was an opportunity that offered $7, $125, $500, and $1,000, guess what they were buying? The lowest package. Why? Because they didn't know me. So why would they pull out their credit card and spend $500 with me? It wasn't going to happen. It didn't make sense to me then, but the more that I thought about it and the more traffic that I purchased, I realized that it wasn't the way to go. And then, light bulb moment, I had my mentor tell me one year, he said, Amanda, I'm not buying any more clicks. And I said, can you call me real quick? He got on the phone and he goes, I'm not doing it anymore. I said, why? What's going on? No, it doesn't work. All we really need is organic traffic. That's it. Pre-qualified leads. What's that? People who are already interested. You know where the link is going and you're not putting out so much money. Just get it organically. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm scared, because now something that I'm used to doing that was making me okay money, but I was spending a lot of money, um, I'm not going to do anymore. And what if I do this and then this organic traffic doesn't work? But you know what? I'm willing to try anything for 90 days. So I went ahead and I started running organic traffic. And it's the best thing that has ever happened to me. Not only was people coming to me and signing up with me, but they were coming in at the higher levels, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, gosh, I should have done this. I should have done this a long time ago. But sometimes we're afraid of the things we don't know, right? But that was a learning experience. It was a learning experience. So then if you're doing all of these things and this is happening to you within a business opportunity, more than likely you're going to quit. And then when people quit, they don't quit the online space. No, that doesn't happen. They quit the opportunity and quickly move into another opportunity. And guess what? When they move into the next opportunity, they're back at this. Hamster on a wheel, back at this. So what we're going to do is talk about how to overcome these challenges. We need a community of support. No one wants to go through anything or build a business by themselves. Why are we doing it? McDonald's don't do it. Macy's don't do it. Apple doesn't do it. Why are we doing it? Being able to earn while you learn. So you're not pumping a whole bunch of money into something and nothing's coming in. How long is it going to last, a business where you're buying traffic and putting money into it week after week and nothing's coming in and you only have one income and 2 kids to feed and rent to pay? How does that work? It's not, because the average person is living paycheck to paycheck. So yeah, you might do it for a month. You might even do it for 2 months. But then after that, 2 months, you put out $1,000. Nothing came in but $10. Do you go and do it a third month? No, absolutely not. So you need something that allows you to bring in an income, recycle what you already have into the program, and make it work for you. Get the value from the opportunity, get the results from the opportunity, and do a rinse and repeat with what you have already invested. That's how it should work. A lot of people don't have the blueprint. They don't know what to do when they get in front of the computer. If you don't know what to do, how can you create momentum? How can you build a business that works? That's important. We have the blueprint. We have traffic that converts, warm leads. All of the people that typed 1 into the chat box is a warm lead. Why are they warm? Because they're at a live webinar where they get to see 471 participants and speak to the owner herself. That's powerful. That's warm traffic. And we don't just have it from one thing. We don't just have it only on the webinars. We have it in our Facebook group. We have it on the YouTube channel. We have it on our Facebook pages. We have it coming through our order responder. So we don't have to worry about trying to convert someone who's not interested. We're working with the people who have seen us and they're ready to get started. And then we have our live training and webinars where myself, along with other 6-figure earners, come out and speak to the team, giving you little nuggets, and not only that, inspiring and motivating people to get going. And again, with the community of support, it's nothing like it. Being able to see other people on your team winning over and over and over again, That's extremely powerful. So with this unique platform, we have, again, the Facebook group. Members can be incentivized even if they don't make a direct sale, because what we do is we have money that comes into the opportunity that allows us to give members a piece of the pie. Now, there's tasks you're going to have to complete to get there, because there's no handouts, but the money is there. We have a checklist, traffic, trainings, webinars, and it's beginner friendly. We work as a team. Teamwork makes the dream work. We try to stay connected as much as possible on a daily basis. And the reason why teamwork is important is because of this, right? So for me, I'm the only one in my family that understands the online space, and I have a huge family. More than likely, there's going to be no one at your job, no one in your household, not a single friend that knows or understands digital products, online marketing, affiliate marketing. It's not going to happen. Who do you go to for advice about an opportunity when you're in a household with people who work a 9-to-5 job? That's all that they know. You have to be willing to communicate and have support from like-minded folks. One of the things that I had said the other day, which is extremely true, is that a lot of us are single parents. So we're used to doing everything alone by ourselves, right? Especially the women. We superwoman. You know, they come out with all the songs online, and they be telling you how you could be single and be a superwoman. We all think we're superwomen. I know I do sometimes. But there's nothing wrong with a little bit of help and support and someone contributing to the cause. Nothing's wrong with that. Some days I want to do everything. I want to clean up, and I want to do the laundry, and I want to do the food shopping and do the kids. And it's like, Amanda, you got to ask for help. I wanted people to get into the habit of doing that. We build faster and we move faster as one. Like I say all the time, whether it's politicians, celebrities, right? All of these people have an entourage. It's for a reason. It's for a reason. They're not building a business by themselves. The owner of McDonald's didn't build it by himself. It took a team to put that together. You don't see the same person flipping burgers, working the register, and doing the Grubhub and paying people. It's never going to happen. So why are you trying to build a business alone? Why are you taking 1, 2, 3 hours to do something that's so simple, where someone can help you and get it done in 10 minutes? That's what I was doing. I remember a quick story. I bought this training, and I had to put together this funnel. I remember sitting in front of the computer till about 3 o'clock in the morning. I sat down at like 8 p.m. I was in front of the computer from 8 p.m. to like 3 a.m. trying to put together a funnel. And because I was so exhausted and I didn't know what I was doing, I didn't go to the website for like 3 months after that. Information overload, I gave up. There wasn't a community of support. I put in a ticket with the company, and they directed me to some instructions that didn't work. It was horrible. It was horrible. And that's what's happening to a lot of folks. It shouldn't be that way. It should not take that many hours to do something online. especially something simple. So what we want to do is we want to get away from that. Okay. With SSM, this is a program that gives back, pumping payouts back to our members that are consistently completing the task, created to stop chasing prospects and to help get rid of the tire kickers. And the reason why we wanted, that's why we've paid out over $1 million, because normally with an opportunity, the owner takes a large percentage of the money. The company, they pay out just the people who make the sales, right? Which is normally top affiliates. And then everybody else gets paid a little bit here and there, but the majority of the money goes to the owner. So what does that do for the average person that's in the space? They're going to give up. But with SSM, the reason why we're growing and we're making so much noise is because people want to work. They want to put in the time and effort because they're getting paid, because they see other members getting paid, because they see their business is growing. They're getting value from what we provide, and they have the community of support. And that's mainly what you need. So I'm not going to finish up the rest of the presentation. If you want to know how much it costs to get started, all you have to do is get back to the person that invited you. They'll be able to give you their link, which will have the breakdown of everything that we provide, no matter what level you come in at and how to get started. If you have any questions, you can reach out to the person that invited you to this webinar, and they will be able to guide you and tell you what to do and answer your questions. Not only that, we also have a Facebook group that's public where you can come and see what it is that we're doing and how other members are winning. Okay. So what I would like to do, you're welcome, Michael. Hey, Michael Harrington. Michael, are you available to do a quick testimonial this evening? Type to me in the chat box. I don't know if you're busy or not. Michael Harrington, quick testimonial. Let me know. If you can do a testimonial, just type in the chat box and I'll go ahead and hit the unmute button. Hey, Chrissy. Okay, Michael. Type in the chat box, guys. Hold on, it's kind of slow. It's kind of slow. Oh, yes. Okay, I got it. I see it coming. I see it coming. All right, I'm going to hit the box. Hold on. Linda. Yes, Linda. Hit the unmute button.
Hello.
Hey, Linda, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Doing well.
Another amazing webinar, Amanda.
Thank you so much.
I'm speaking pretty quietly here because it's 10 to 1 in the morning and all the family are in bed and they're going to be going nuts now, but I don't care.
Okay.
I just want to say, like, anyone that's watching this webinar, I've only been involved with SSM for, it would be my 12-week anniversary on Friday. I came into the SSM space thinking that I was quite knowledgeable working online. Turns out not. I've unlearned so much that I was taught, and the training, because this educational platform is like nothing I've ever come across in 5.5 years working online. It's fantastic. I've learned a ton of stuff. It's real. The community is amazing, and the traffic converts and it works. I just can't say enough good things about it. I'm loving it, loving it.
Thanks so much, Linda. And if you don't mind letting them know, you don't have to tell them how much, but have you made money being in this?
Yeah, in the time that I've been with SSM, so when the pay dropped for this week, I was at $5,550
in 12 weeks.
In 12 weeks, yeah. It's blowing my mind. I'm not going to lie. It's blowing my mind.
Congratulations, Linda.
No, thank you, because if it's not for you, it wouldn't be possible for anyone. So you are the traffic queen, most definitely.
Thank you so much. And congratulations again. Linda
Thank you very much.
I didn't know it was only 12 weeks. I thought it was
I know.
longer than that. Wow.
I know.
That happened so fast.
It has gone fast, but if anyone that's watching this, definitely get back to the person that's invited you onto this webinar. Pester the life out of them. Don't do what I did. I stalked someone for 6 weeks and wasted time. Just get hold of them, get in their inbox and ask them, you know, to get you on board. It's brilliant.
Thank you so much, Linda. And get some rest.
I can't sleep at night anymore.
Okay, we're gonna move on to Rhonda. I'm gonna find you and hit the button, Rhonda. Rhonda, can you hear me?
Hi, Amanda. Can you hear me?
Rhonda, yes, how you doing?
Hi, great. Oh my God, I love Linda's testimony. She cracks me up. But it's so much fun listening to the testimonies. And I just have to say, being in the online space, trying to build a business since about 2012, like I've done a bunch of programs. Sadly, I'm going to admit it. And they were like all basically the same, right? So you get to the point where you're like, why am I going to buy another training or another program? Because nothing is working. And, you know, but you hold out hope, right? Because you see all these people winning online and you're like, what am I possibly missing? Like, what am I doing wrong, right? And it's very frustrating. So I have to admit, when I was first approached with this program, I was very skeptical because I was like, I am not spending any more money on another training program. Like, that's literally how I felt, because it's just like everyone you do was just the same. Anyways, it was one of my good friends, so I trusted her a lot. So I jumped in, and I have to say, from the very first training, I was literally mind blown. Like, I was just sitting there watching the training going, what? Like, why has nobody told me this before? Like, you know, the way you break it down, it's so simple, and the steps are so simple. And I love the way you do break it down. So all you literally have to do is watch those trainings. Like, even if it's something you don't understand, just pause the video and do it. Go back, follow the next step. It's broken down in a way that anybody can follow it and have success. So I really appreciate everything that you put out there, and just the way you have the training so easy and understandable. And what you're sharing is just like you said, people don't share it. It's like a big secret in the industry, right? And you're just pleading with people, and all they tell you is like, well, if I can do it, you can do it. But they never tell you how to do it, right? And you're racking your brain over here. So best decision I ever made, by far. So I just want to say thank you for putting this program together. And it's just amazing and inspiring seeing so many people have success with it all the time, every day.
Yes, thank you so much, Rhonda. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Amanda.
You're welcome. Okay, we're gonna have one more, and I seen this person name come. Hopefully she's still on. Hey, Sarah, I'm hitting the mute button. Can you hear me, Sarah?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. You know, I love having webinars. I'm doing great.
Look forward to these every week.
Yes.
Definitely. So I just want to say, I completely resonate with both Linda and Rhonda. I've done online. I've been in this space for a few years. I kind of dabbled because I just really never knew what I was doing, and like so many people, I came on thinking, oh, this is awesome. I'm gonna make money and it's gonna be easy and life's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And I know that that's
Don't forget
possible,
Rachel Maddow.
and I will get there, but it didn't happen the way I thought it was going to, because again, we weren't told what we needed to know. And for about the year before I joined SSM, which I joined in August, it's been 5 months. I was really frustrated because people kept saying, you've got to brand yourself. You got to brand yourself. You got to brand yourself. And I'm like, great. How? I had no idea how. I didn't know what to do. I didn't understand funnels. I didn't understand what I should post, what I shouldn't post. And when I first heard about this, like Rhonda, I was very, very skeptical. Had gone through just a really ugly situation in a company that I'm with, and I'd spent so much money on training, and I was just like, really? I mean, is this just going to be more of the same stuff? And to be honest, when I first started it, when I first got in and first started the training, at first, even then, I was like, is this for real? Can this really be real? I mean, and I would touch base with, the person that I'm like, okay, so how does this really work? I was asking a lot of questions. I'm like, this can't be, because it was so unlike anything I'd ever seen before. It was not what I expected. It was not, it just wasn't. It wasn't anything like I expected. So it took me just a little while to truly jump in and trust it, because I was so hesitant and so skeptical and untrusting. And I am so glad that I stuck with it. And my husband jumped in with me too.
Yeah.
And there he is. Because I'm like, okay, this is really working. And I have to say, up until even the first month, I used to be so stressed. I did 90-day blitzes. I did the lists. I did the cut and paste messages. And he was watching me the first year I was in my current company, and how stressed I was. And I lost sleep, and it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible because of the I'm going to say lack of leadership. It wasn't the leadership, it was the lack of leadership. And being told all the wrong things, what I know now are the wrong things to do, and how bad they felt and disingenuous. And now I don't have that constant pit in my stomach. I don't have that knot. I don't have the constant stress. I still have some, because that's just part of doing business. I mean, you have to have a little bit of pressure, otherwise you don't go anywhere.
Yep.
But it's not like that huge dark black cloud hanging over my head, so thank you. You don't have any idea how much we appreciate what you've done, and we are so grateful that we were introduced and that we stuck with it even through our skepticism. And here we are 5 months later, and we're not going nowhere.
Yes, thank you so much, Chris and Sarah. I love you guys, power couples. And I love the fact that you guys work together. It's just amazing. It really is amazing. And one of the things that I want to say is, it's nothing wrong with not trusting something or having your guard up, right? Because think about it, me coming from being a part of 25 opportunities, it was like when a guy approached me and my mentor, he's like, yeah, I'm going to help you. And I'm like, oh, well, what is it going to cost me? And he's like $150. I'm like, okay, I guess I could lose that. I already had this in my head. Like I was going to invest this money and it was going to be just another waste of time, right? More wasted time.
More money out the window.
It actually turned out to be something magical. And sometimes that's what it takes. I remember my uncle telling me when I was extremely young, he used to always tell me how bright I was. And then he said to me, he's like, you know what? I used to always come to him with little things that I wanted to try. Like, I want to learn how to swim and be a lifeguard. And then I want to run track. And then I want to do this and I want to do that. And I remember him telling me one day, he said, you know what? Try everything, because one thing, all it takes is for one thing to work. And I was a kid. My uncle told me this when I was young. Try everything, because all it takes is for one thing to work, just one. And the more things that you try, you'll find what you're good at, and that's what's going to help you to win. And I didn't really understand it, but it's in my brain, like he said it to me yesterday. Try everything. Do everything. So everything that I loved, that I really wanted to do and try, like the programs that I went through, I just did it. I didn't hesitate. I just did it. And then, of course, after being burnt 25 times, it was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. But then what he said to me is stuck in the back of my head. And when that gentleman called me, he called my cell phone. That was one thing that was a little bit different, because nobody ever really called me. But he's like, I could mentor you. I don't mind. If you're teachable, I'll teach you. And I'm happy I said yes, because it could have been so easy to say no, especially after going through so many opportunities. But I'm so happy I said yes, because it was life-changing. You know, I did 50,000 in my first year in 2016, doubled it in 2017, tripled it. I remember my accountant saying, Amanda, it looks like you hit the lotto. And it was so funny. And I never thought of it that way. I was working hard, but what I was doing was working. And that's what it's all about. You know, having the two mesh, you know, having it come together. And it starts off with mentorship. And, you know, you have the right mentor, the right people around you, you will start to see success. So I just want to say thanks to everyone that came out this evening. Thanks for all of the testimonies. That was great, guys. Get back again to the person that invited you if you have any questions. We look forward to seeing you again every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stay inspired and stay blessed, guys. Love you. Bye-bye.